Trash talk is kind of a weird conversation topic when it comes to basketball. Progenitors and supporters of trash talk saw it as a way of gaining advantage over your opponent in other ways. They view the mental aspect of the game as just as important as the physical aspect, and trash talk is just a way of applying mental pressure. Purists and naysayers, on the other hand, say it's merely a distraction, an impurity of the perfection that is basketball. For them, the only measure of good or bad in basketball should be your skill alone, and trash talk is outside the realm of physical skills. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos. Despite that, there's been many infamous trash talkers in the league. They have different ways of trash talking, but a lot of them were all-time greats. Gary Payton, Kevin Garnett, Michael Jordan, even old softie Tim Duncan had an inconspicuous but annoying trash talk game. But if we're talking about the greatest trash talker of all time, only one name comes to mind: Larry Bird. He was such a notorious and infuriating trash talker. But the worst thing was that he could always walk his talk. Let's look at 10 times Bird absolutely disrespected other NBA players. The first story we have is a classic from Bird. It's the first ever three-point contest in 1986, and Bird was competing. Bird, ever the willing trash talker, went into the locker room where all the contestants were and said, "Who's coming in second?" To be fair, he had all the right to say that. In an era where three-point shots was barely used, Larry Legend was the first to weaponize it and make it a consistent weapon for himself. Of course, he backed up his talk, winning the contest in his warm-up jacket, as if to say, "I'm better than you in every which way possible." "Somebody at one point told me to take that jacket off," Bird said, "but I felt just as comfortable with it on."
Who's playing? Did you really say that? Who's playing for second?
Yeah, I did. I feel so bad. Next time I came, I said, okay, now they're down to the nitty gritty. Who's coming in second? You already know who's going to win this.
No matter how good you think you are, never, ever try to talk smack with Larry Bird. This was an unfortunate lesson learned by many great players. For example, then rookie Reggie Miller shares an unfortunate time where he tried and failed to distract the legend. It was a close game, and Bird was taking 2 free throws. He starts chirping, Hey. Bird just stared back at him, incredulous. "You gotta be kidding me. Rook, you gotta be kidding me." After nailing the first one, he clapped back at Reggie, saying, "Rook, I'm the best shooter in the league right now. In the league, understand? And you're up here trying to say something?" Hilariously, Bird would eventually coach Reggie in Indiana, forming a dangerous team that unfortunately ran into powerhouse teams. Another victim of Bird's trash talking was Seattle's Shawn Kemp, who was hailed from Bird's hometown in Indiana. Kemp recalls,
"Well, first of all, he asked me to jump ball. He said, 'You the cat that broke all my records in high school, right?' He started shooting the ball with his left hand, man. I was trying to foul his right arm. He was shooting with his left hand. Look at you, go off the glass." That's how cold Larry Bird was. He gave me 50 3/4.
He also terrorized then rookie Dominique Wilkins, who had this to say about the first experience with Bird.
I go to shake his hand. I'm a rookie. I'm go shake. And Larry put both hands behind his back. He wouldn't shake my hand. His first play of the game, he said, "You don't even belong in the league, Holmes." And he shoots a 3. Now, I wasn't mad that he made the 3. But I said, "There's something, this called me Holmes."
Neek would just get his revenge against Bird that game, posterizing him. The Celtics legend said that he liked the Rook's guts, but he wouldn't go for 40 against them. He came close, scoring only 39 points. So that's a Wilkins victory, I guess. If Larry Legend was known for one thing, it was his audacity to call his own shots like they were playing pool. There are countless stories of Bird calling out exactly what he was going to do, then doing that exact thing and nailing the shots. It was his ultimate disrespect against his opponents. Now, you know what I'm going to do? go stop me if you can. He seemed to say that when he did that. For example, Magic Johnson recalls the moment when the Lakers were facing the Celtics in one of their iconic games.
As I'm running out to Larry Bird, he's talking trash to me. I don't know why you running out here. He said, I'm gonna wait till you get one step away from me and I'm gonna shoot it right in your face. He shoots it all net. You did all that running for nothing. Who says that in the middle of the game?
The audacity of Larry Bird to call his shot and then make that shot was one of the reasons why he was so loved among Boston fans, but hated everywhere else. It's infuriating watching him tear up your team while he's talking smack every damn time. Another famous moment was this hilarious but magical moment against the Hawks, courtesy of Doc Rivers.
I had the Bird night. Yeah. When a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, left side, across the three, and you're listening to him, that's a tough feeling.
Here are some more funny stories from Larry's career.
Rodney Rogers said, "Hey, Larry, you ain't hit a jumper since '84. The next day we came in 8 times in a row down court. Larry Bird got the ball on Rodney Rogers, and every time he was about to make a move, he told him what he was going to do. He scored 9 times or 8 times in a row and said, young fella, look like 84, huh?
Last time he made it.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman was defending Larry Bird and got smoked 4 times. Bird turns to coach Chuck Daly and says, "Who's guarding me, Chuck? Is anyone guarding me? You better get someone on me or I'm going to go for 60. He then just humiliates one of the best defenders in the league and keeps on talking smack, calling that no one was guarding him, despite Rodman being draped all over him. When Chuck Person talked trash and said that he was going bird hunting against Boston the day after Christmas, Bird decided he had a present for the Indiana player. He drains a 3-point in front of Person, sitting on the bench, and yells out, "Merry fucking Christmas." That time, he called exactly what he was going to do against Xavier McDaniels, saying, "I'm going to get it right here and I'm shooting right in your face." Then proceeding to drill a clutch shot right in the spot he called. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Let us know your thoughts by leaving a comment down below as well. We will see you again soon with something new, so you can click that bell icon to get notified in the future. Till then, see ya!